Hello, hello. Wow, Grim, that tea is hot. You're right. It's a very, very hot teapot. You know, oh, thanks, my love. Grimmer just brought me an assortment of tea over here. Let's see. Oh, not the turmeric. I don't feel like turmeric. Awake breakfast tea. No. Ooh, Supreme Matcha Green. Now that sounds good. And it's a puka. Y'all know I love puka. Not quite as much as my rose red tea, but it is hard to find. Like, you can find rose red in a box, but they're like this. They're not packaged. I like them when they're individually packaged. Unless I'm going to scoop my own tea blend. If it's in a bag like this, I want it in a package so it stays. Otherwise, you open the box and all of these little tea leaves, they start to dry out. Even if you keep the little wax paper thing rolled down on them, it doesn't really help that much. Just saying. That's been my experience with tea. So, how are you? I see a few folks out there with me. I know I got a little bit of a late start on 420, but that's okay. We're, ishy at best. And so you never can tell. If you're in the mood for a 420 tarot and it's like 4:40, don't give up hope. I still might show up. You never know. You never know. So how's it going? It's Friday. It's a sunny Friday here. It was funny because Grim, I'm over in front of one of the stained glass windows, as you can tell, but Grim turned on a fan in this direction, and literally, I got hit in the face with a bunch of little dust particles and bunnies and things. That's kind of why we're late. I had to wait for it to settle, but actually, I should have just gone live. You guys would have probably gotten a real kick out of it because it looked like it was I don't know, either like it was snowing in here with me or we had a bunch of orbs, which could also be true. Thank you, my love. Hey, don't you love this witch's brew? Yeah. My tumbler. And it keeps everything so cold, and I am not trying to sell you on one of these, but I have to tell you, I put my ice cubes in there it was like over the weekend. I put my ice cubes in and filled it up with water and then took it upstairs, and it's a little hotter upstairs than it is downstairs here at the old church. And then Grim came in and he was overheated, so I handed him my water and it still had ice cubes in it. And then he went to Lowe's, which, if you know what that is, it's a little like a hardware store. And while he was gone, he took this with him, and it sat out in the truck, and it still had ice in it when he brought it back to me. I'm telling you, these are magical things.
Can you tell what it says?
Witch's brew. The B is intentionally worn off a little bit, but it says witch's brew on it, and it comes in all sorts of colors. And the person that makes them for us, you just need to let me know if you're interested in one, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, so hi, welcome to 420-ish Tea and Tarot. It's me, Gussie, and
Graham.
There he is. He's on the other side of the chapel. But we are here. It's Friday, the 16th of August, and we're just really, I don't know, I guess chuffed is a good word, to do another live stream today because things are going pretty well. and got my energy back up a little bit. So it feels good to be back and sharing with everybody again. So here we are. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to make sure that I announced, but I guess I will remind you that if you want to get involved with the Purple Door and you're not really sure, what to do, one of the first steps is watching 420, but also every night at 9 p.m., wherever you live. I don't care if you live here in Michigan with Grim and I, well, not with us, in Michigan, or if you live in, New Zealand. I don't know where you live or what time zone you're in, but at 9 p.m. your time, pause for peace. And I wanted to tell you, I wanted to identify what that means a little bit more. Pause for peace. It means pausing, like taking a moment to yourself, grounding yourself just a little bit. It might even mean just making sure you have no distractions around you for a few seconds. Sometimes at 9 p.m. when I pause for peace, we might be in the middle of watching a movie together, or goodness knows what. We always have something going on. But if it's 9 p.m. and it's pause for peace, I literally will sometimes, especially if I'm sitting on our bed, I'll shift my position, put my feet on the floor, just take a few good deep breaths and let go of things that bothered me throughout the day. I ask the universe to unwind things that don't matter to me. They're not going to do me any good. They were things that came into my purveyance or came into my energetic field, and it really isn't my stuff. It's somebody else's. And as empaths, we have to be very cautious of that, because I don't know about you, but if I don't have my, protection on when I walk out into public, I can get like folks' energy attached to me like little dust particles that were sticking to my hat, right? I mean, it's very easy. So as empaths, we know before we go out, we have to do a little extra something to keep ourselves, just slightly unavailable to the general public. Otherwise, we kind of, like a sponge, soak up a bunch of feelings, and not all of them are ours. Now, where was I going with that, Grimmer? Do you remember? Oh, I was talking about pause for peace. So when you pause, it means really just taking a moment to yourself. Get your shit together for a moment. Take some deep breaths. Let stuff go from the day. Oh, and I have to tell you a really cute little thing I read today on the interwebs. I read a meme, and it said, actually it was, I think a young mother had written it. She said she's gotten into the practice of every night when she's tucking her children in, my kids are older, although I probably could still do this with Mist, but she asks them, is there anything that any of us need to apologize about today? Or is there anything that we need to rethink today? And a lot of times she'll get no from the children, but once in a while she'll get, yes, Mommy, I think, and then the child will describe what happened. She said then she promptly, apologizes for the misunderstanding and re-explains it to the child. So all of her kids, in theory, go to bed without a heavy heart. Now, isn't that sweet? I mean, I love that concept. I wish I'd saved the meme, because she said it much more eloquently than I did. And I hope I don't get her in trouble, because I made her sound like she does kooky things with her children. She really doesn't. It's about letting go of the baggage that we don't need to hold on to, and making sure that the people we love, when we go to bed at night, if there's anything that they're harboring in their hearts or in their thoughts that might have been misconstrued somehow, wouldn't you rather like address it right away? So it does make complete sense. When we pause for peace, we're giving ourselves an opportunity to reset each day. Now, you don't have to do it at 9 p.m. You can do this at any time. But the whole idea of why we do it at 9 p.m. and why 9 p.m. is so important to us is because for over several years now, I think we might be going on, Susan and I can never remember exactly when we started this, but it feels like it was probably 3 years ago, coming up on 3 years, and we pause, we let go of the energy that no longer serves us, we take deep and calming breaths, and you know, I think I've started adding in a little thing ever since I talked to this other witch who I won't mention here, but she is one of our 420 people off and on. And she said something to me about listing all the things that she's done right. So you know how oftentimes at the end of the day, we tend to kind of, I don't know about you, if somebody has been angry with me or we've had a disagreement or whatnot, sometimes I've been known to overthink it. Right? And instead of overthinking things, I've started taking the time to like list what I did right in the relationship or what I did do well, so that I don't just have this like, you know, omnipresent list of bad things, but this overarching list of positives. I think that was really great advice, and I'm following it myself. So pause for peace. And when you're done doing all of that for yourself, right? And those that you love, your community, your family, when you exhale, you start to breathe out, you think about all of the peaceful, loving, flowing energy that is coming from you. Sorry about that. That was the fan falling. You might see more little things flying in the air now. We'll just find out. But anyways, pause for a moment and allow that peaceful harmonization that you've just created in your own energy field. Allow that to, you know, seep out into the energy fields around you. Allow it to join with other people that are pausing at 9 p.m. like we are, and share our goodwill with the rest of the globe. Grim says I should get moving. He says I've been talking too much about this. So I apologize. I know I get a little lengthy about it. I overtalk.
You could have looked on without that part. Made you feel kind of.
Well, it was. Okay, so anywho, I'm gonna pour myself some tea. I got my cup. This thing has traveled with me, and I should say this, many years now, and does not have a chip or a crack or anything. Very lucky. But you know, not all of my mugs are so lucky. But this particular one seems to enjoy staying with me. So Grimmer, Friday, it's an As the Crow Flies Day.
Yes. Has the crow delivered any potential ideas yet?
No, the crow is just going on and on about pause for peace. I don't know, I guess the reason I was going on about it really has to do with the fact that I'm surprised not more people join us on that, because it's really a cool little thing, and I feel like it's helped me, and I don't know, it's a nice thing to do with other folks in the community. You know, we can't all have tea with one another necessarily, but we can join our energies. Yes, peaceful, loving harmony. I don't even know who's here with us, Grim, because I'll be honest, my phone says 0,
I was getting ready to tell you.
no comments.
The dog stepped on my phone, and guess what?
Oh, so now you're not connected. Okay. Well, let me see here. Maybe if I press this little button. And I want to say hi to some folks. How do I don't see comments. Are they commenting?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't know why.
Me
That's
and
if you wanna
technology, it's really challenging. I don't want to enable. What is that? Nah, I'll wait for you to come back. You can tell me. I can see a few people that are here, but.
Tell now, because I got logged out.
Oh, you guys, I can't say hi, and I can't see comments. Bummer, because that's one of my favorite parts, is to be able to read what y'all are saying. And I
That's the best we got right now.
that's the best. Okay, let me see who we got here. We got Alicia said the fan didn't want to be harmonious. It's not pausing for peace. Oh my goodness. Okay, Susan, Jennifer Spence, Emma Peters, Alicia, Angela Turley, Dizzy, Kat Petrozatis, Cheryl Vandenberg. How do you return a wraith to its body or destroy it apart from the body from which it came? The body has been destroyed already. Ooh. Why would you want to return it to its body? That's my question. I don't know if I'll be able to read your response, but that's my question. Or just how to return a wraith to its body or destroy it apart from the body? Yeah, you can destroy it apart from the body, and I'm sure you actually know that. Trust your instinct. Trust your instinct, sis. You know it. Okay, let's pull a card. Maybe.
It says right here, it just glitched, and now it says be the first to comment on this video.
Oh, so you're first to comment. Well, I'm glad you're here with me, Graham, because it looks like no one else is. But I know you all are. I can see like a little number in the corner now, but I don't see who. So let me shuffle my cards. Maybe that'll get our conversation going. You know, on Wednesday we were talking about community and how the energy of our very selves cultures the community we live in and the people we live around, even if we lock ourselves away for a while and kind of hermit. Our energy still affects the overall group. And this goes really, really along with online situations too, because I've noticed like in some of the chats where I'll pose a question or whatnot, if people don't respond, like I don't even know if they've read it, right? So sometimes your absence gets noticed even when you're not trying to be involved, like you're just trying to be quiet. Sometimes it gets noticed. I know that's kind of strange. All right, let's see. A card for today. Nothing popped out while I was shuffling. No jumpers today. Got my Dark Mansion Tarot, the current one that I have really enjoyed working with lately. And let's just see, a card to guide us for today. Let's see here. Card to guide us for today. Ooh, the King of Swords. King of Swords. Well, you know, those kings are all about balance and courage. A king doesn't usually go charging into the situation without thinking things through first, which, you know, it's great that, like Kat asked about the Wraith situation, because you don't want to just go charging into any kind of situation, including and especially the spiritual kind, because you you need to be well prepared and well versed in what you're getting into. That would be like, well, I guess I don't need to make a comparison because I think you understand what I mean. But Grimmer, I really wish you were involved, honey. Are you going to talk? I don't know. I just thought it was going to be us today, not just me. You're way over there. I love you.
I love you. What do you want to talk about?
Anything. Jump in the fray. Tell me about kings because, no, actually, let me look at this card a little more deeply. I'm just feeling a little scattered. I don't think I've smoked enough weed, quite honestly. You know, and then it suddenly came to me. It's because you walked over, Graham. But it suddenly came to me that the reason this card is so important on this Friday, August 16th, is because I know that there are some of you out there that, and I'm not naming names, and nobody I've mentioned thus far is who I'm talking about, so don't assume. But I'm just saying, a lot of folks right now, especially in the area of spirituality, are doing a bit of questioning about whether or not they're worthy or know enough or understand enough. And that's what this King of Swords is about. Oh, you want to say something? Oh, yeah. But I've been running into that theme a lot recently where folks are just, it's not that they're doubting themselves necessarily. It's just it's like, but are you sure? Like, are you sure the universe wants me for this? Because, you know, I don't know if I'm ready to carry the scepter and the sword. But the thing is that the universe wouldn't be calling you if it wasn't okay. The universe would not call to you if it wasn't meant for you. So embrace that part. Embrace the fact that you might not know how it's going to turn out. When a king goes into battle, he doesn't always know how the battle will be fought and won, but he has a lot of hope, and he keeps that focus out in front that his team will win. I just don't like talking about war.
Well,
I'm having a hard time.
I'm waiting for you to be quiet here on this
Well,
one, 'cause
anytime,
I got
just-
some stuff to go on that one, I think.
You usually just jump right in.
Well, we've had discussions about that.
But also, where's the signal? Give me a signal, like.
Not while you're doing a reading. No, I'm
Then I'll
not.
yell at you if you do it.
I'm in trouble either way.
Here he is. Where is he? There he is.
Hello, everyone.
You got light over your head, babe.
Gussie pulled the card, and she said King of Swords, and I think you were having a hard time kind of connecting with it at the very beginning, or...
I was hearing too many lanes of traffic about it.
Okay.
I started hearing it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this.
Okay.
And sometimes, even though I hate it to admit it, sometimes your disruptions and interruptions take us on the path we're supposed to be on in the first place.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what I've got to say about it, because the king, for me, and I think most of us could all agree with this, there's an aspect of sovereignty within the king.
Oh, yeah.
The King of Swords, meaning that it's time for the king to stand on his own and strong. And what I mean by that is every time we engage in social discourse, we are offering up a piece of our sovereignty, a piece of who we are.
Yeah.
In today's day and age, we've got a lot of crap that we're supposed to be dividing our sovereignty up around. We got political stuff and social stuff and religious stuff and sexual stuff and gender stuff and all of these things that we're being told to divide our attention to. And each time we do, we're surrendering a piece of our sovereignty. Now, a king sits upon the throne and oversees the entire kingdom and sees the things that are in need of fixing, but also understands that they can't take on the whole steak in one bite.
Just don't be the kind of king that sacrifices other people's sovereignty
No.
for your own.
That's right. See, the King of Swords knows that when they go into battle, they're sharp, they're focused, and they're sovereign in their own strength, and they don't allow themselves to get distracted by the bullshit, by those things that are coming at you from all other directions that are saying, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. And each time we do, we get a little more run down. A little more of our energy going off that direction and that direction, and then an argument ensues over here and a disparity occurs over here, and before long.
Which is great. Pause for Peace works really beautifully.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I just have to shamelessly plug Pause
that.
for Peace.
But that's what it means. It means sit on your throne and look across the field of battle and identify the true things that you can affect, the true things that you can have sway over, that does not take away from your energy in a way that removes you from your sovereign connection to self. There's always going to be battles. And I tell you what, I have the desire to fight in every single one of them, but I know there's some that I cannot succeed because I don't know enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not energized for that particular battle. So I'll leave that for the warriors that can take that on. Then I'll focus over here where I can swing my sword in the most effective cutting way to get the job done.
Nicely done. You're right, I was having a more difficult time connecting to that one today. Well, I'll be honest, it throws me off that I can't see who's here and I can't see comments because I love people.
Right here. There's some,
Yeah, but-
there's some.
Oh, if I look on your phone.
That's all we got right now.
Rona Dixon from Scotland. Hello, hello. Oh, and Pamela Fox is back. Nice to see you again, Pam. And the folks I mentioned before, Michelle Kleckler is here. You know what, Alicia? I've also recently started reading Philippa Gregory again. And did you and I talk about this? We have to talk about her. I love her. She's on my family tree. And a lot of the characters that she writes about are folks that she's also related to. So I'm real curious to know more about your ancestry now because I've always wondered if we were cousins somehow. Anywho, that was a great read, Grim. The whole thing about our sovereign spiritual selves. It makes me wonder while I'm sitting here. Next week, I believe on the 21st, which is Wednesday, I'm supposed to be on Reverend Patience Carr's podcast again, or live stream, or YouTube. I don't know. You guys, you know me. I just show up. They send me the link. They do the rest. But I'm supposed to come up with a title or a topic that I want to talk about. And I keep thinking, well, what? I mean, there are so many things. Just give me one. But I don't know. I'm maybe thinking about talking about... do you guys have suggestions? What are some of the things that you've heard Grim and I discuss that you'd like to hear more about? I mean, write them in the comments down there, even though I can't see it here. I know Grim can read the comments, and hopefully once I get on my computer and log in, I'll be able to read the comments. It's just in this format I can't. But let me know what you think it would be fun to discuss with Reverend Patience Carr. She and I think we've been on her show now like 3 or 4 times.
About that.
And it's always a hoot. So, yeah, think about it. Give it some thought. And if you're, ready to go to sleep tonight and all of a sudden it pops in your mind, oh, I wish I had mentioned to Gussie that she should talk about, past life regression or something. Go ahead and text me or start a post in the Purple Door regarding today's 420 and give me some ideas, because I would love to talk about what you all want to hear us talk about, and not just for Reverend Patience's show, but also for 420s, because Grim and I would like to not just have the we'd like the as the crow flies days to be really kind of random, but we would like to have focused topic discussions. That's one of the things that we talked about while we were on our witchy hiatus over the last couple of months, is how do we want to come back with 420? And one of those things is a list of topics that our viewers want to watch, our followers, our folks, our peeps, our Purple Door witches. Right, Grimmer?
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to respond to a comment here.
Sure.
Mary Brown. Uh-oh, I'm getting ready to sneeze.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Bless you. Many blessings to you, Grim. All right. Mary says, hi, Mary. Looking forward to seeing you. When I was a child, my dad often told me to choose your battles, and I never felt peace with that wisdom until that description. You put that into words very well. Yeah, choose your battles. Absolutely.
When I was a younger man, before my dad passed away, he would say something similar to me, pick your battles and whatnot, but when I could never quite grasp what he meant. There's all kinds of battles out there. How do I pick just one? Everything needs to be fought. Until one day there's 2 pieces of advice that he gave me, but the first one started with, he says, Grim, you're like a man on fire running down the street screaming for help, but refusing to stop so people can put the fire out. Because I'm too busy running around pointing this out and doing this and doing that I can't take the time to accept the help that I need to go into that battle. He followed that up with, life is very much like a piece of tough steak. You'll get through it as long as you do it one bite at a time. You try and shove the whole thing in your gullet, you're gonna choke. So just pick it apart one bite at a time. And on that note, my coffee's warm.
I heard your coffee beeping. Also, make sure the door is locked, because you got it. Okay. We're expecting some company tonight, and Callie is just trotting around here happy as can be, but if somebody comes in that front door, and so far, we've been lucky. She's not run anywhere. But that's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's a great point that you guys both make. Alicia says her dad tells her she picks too many battles. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of that way. Empathetic people tend to do that? Yeah. Some of us do. That's for sure. I just don't want to hang up with y'all yet. I wish you were all sitting here with me having tea or whatever you drink. But, well, I mean, I guess you really are. We are sitting here having tea. But I meant, I really wish I could hug you. Because I've enjoyed coming back at 420, and Grim and I are really serious about the list, so I hope that you put some thoughts down there about what you think you'd like us to talk about, and we'll put it on the list. You think I should wind up?
Yeah, we got to get ready for our next engagement.
Our next engagement. Well, I guess that's that then for today. But it's been wonderful spending some time with you. Please do text me if you'd like a reading. I'm doing about 1 or 2 a day, but you got to catch me kind of early. Got to catch me kind of early. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, shoot. Well, the birthday list is on my phone. That's the problem.
Well, that doesn't work.
Can you send the list to Grim? Because I'll be honest, Susan, I wasn't even sure I was going to do this today because earlier today my tummy wasn't feeling the best, but I rallied and here I am. So if you text the list to Grim, we will quickly draw a name. What Susan's referring to is every week we have a birthday list, and folks that are on the birthday list for that week get their name drawn randomly from the cauldron. And if you get your name chosen and it's your birthday week, you get a free reading from me or Grim, one of the two of us. I mostly do them, but yeah, that's the thing. Do you have a list?
No, I'm seeing if I can hack into your...
Oh, you're going to hack into my phone? Well, that's a good idea.
I cannot.
I know a name on there that just keeps coming to the forefront of my head. And I know there were a few names in there. I really should put them on a piece of paper and draw the name. But we are so unprepared for that today, Susan. I apologize. That's totally on me.
Oh, wait.
It has nothing to do with you.
Here is your birthday list.
There's my birthday
Give me
list.
a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 8.
I'll give you a number between 1 and 8. Okay, the number I picked is 7.
Kelly Bean Eater.
Oh.
I went up, not down.
Oh, Kelly Bean Yater. Okay, Kelly Bean Yater. I am not sure that I know I've interacted with her, but I'll reach out to her or someone will. Kelly, if you're watching this, you just received a free birthday drawing, a reading from us. So usually what I do is if I don't hear from the person, I'll send them a text. If I don't hear from them, I'll move on to, I'll pick another name. And so if I don't hear from her, I will move on. But for now, Kelly Bean Yater is the winner of this week's birthday reading. And I hope that we can get in touch with her. If y'all know her, reach out and let her know she just won a reading. Okay, y'all, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you remember to pause for peace. Kind of drilled that home earlier, didn't I? And keep that King of Swords energy in mind as you go through the weekend. Remember where you're giving your energy away and who you're spending time with. It's all very important. All right. Stay magical.